Let's go.
Hi, I'm Annika Allen and I'm here with R&B General Tank, who's here for in the UK for the Kings of R&B tour, co-headlining with Joe and also supported by 112 and Jagged Edge.
No,
How are you?
you laid that out. You gave me some information.
Well, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Of course you do.
You just said it very, very nicely.
Oh,
very
fantastic. So tell me, what does a Tank performance look like? What can people expect?
It's pretty aggressive. I can say that. It's really cool because, I came up watching these guys. You know what I mean? As a young R&B lad, it was about Joe and 112 and Jagged Edge, and watching those guys just rise to superstardom and sing amazing records that were my favorite records, and for me to have something to aspire to.
Yeah.
It was, it's just crazy to actually be co-headlining on a show. You know what I mean? It's just, and I never take anything for granted. So, for that to be the case, like I'm super excited. But like we're friends, but we're also like major competitors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we go at it heavy when it's stage time, and all of us on the show, like we're definitely competing for screams. So I'm gonna let you know now. London has never seen Tank ever.
We haven't.
And they won't forget.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. So obviously you do have so many female fans that kind of love you. I mean, how do you feel about kind of being a sex symbol?
I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I'm glad that what I do is considered sexy. You know what I mean? Because for me, it's just about being honest in my music and being transparent, and in some cases a little bit more sensitive than most men would like to say or show that they are, but that's just what I do. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because, just as I have a lot of female fans, I have a lot of male fans as well, because, men, they don't feel compromised by listening to my music or by, acting out some of the things that I say or, things like that. They still feel like it's still coming from a man's approach, you know what I mean? I'm kind of like a man's man when it comes to, singing and giving advice for that matter. So it's amazing, man, and I just appreciate it. And, this is one of many more opportunities that we're going to take advantage of, and trying to build that fan base and come into places like London that I've never performed before, and just, making my mark,
Definitely, you've kept us waiting too long.
I am sorry. Well, I'm sorry.
So, you've been singing and writing songs for a very long time. And do you remember what the first song was you wrote and what the lyrics were?
First song I wrote was a song called "That Was Cold" that I wrote in 6th grade, and it was about a girl that left me, and it was like, "That was cold. What you did to me, that was cold. You left me on my knees, that was cold." I still know that. I don't know why. I still know that.
You remember? Did you ever sing it to her?
No, it was just me and my cousins, and we were just, I gave all my cousins a part. No, this is your part. You know what I mean? And it was just fun at the time, and here.
And so, if you could say if a time travel machine was invented and you could go to any year in the past or even in the future, what year would you go to and what would you do there and why?
I think I would go back to 1991. That was my first year of high school, and that's when I found out what singing really does. Sang in front of the high school assembly, the seniors and all that, and I mean it just started a riot. I mean, just like all the girls were like, "Oh my God." I had no idea that, I had scored touchdowns, I had dunked the basketball on people, but I had never had a feeling like that. I was like, wow, I was like, I got to figure this out. I got to do this all the time, man. And it was a gospel song, but still, so it was just that moment of discovery. You know what I mean? All of these moments are great, where I'm so excited that people are still listening to my music and still, want to be a part of, everything that I'm doing. But it's nothing like that first initial moment of discovery where you realize that you know, this might be something that you want to do for the rest of your life. So
Yeah.
I just want to go back and feel that feeling again, where it was just honest, man. It was just a kid trying to realize his dreams. You know?
So you mentioned that at that point, like kind of, I guess all the girls in the school went mad,
Mm-hmm.
and even now, obviously, kind of women are kind of crazy for you. So, I mean, what qualities do you look for, kind of, for your ideal woman?
Smile, you know, the inviting, you know, it's always the approach. You know, we always looking around to see who's smiling. You know what I mean? Okay, she's not smiling. She's smiling. You know, it's the smile, of course. I mean, but then I'm just starting physical. That's what we do first. We check out all that stuff. I like feet. Pretty feet. You know what I'm saying? I know it's cold here, so it may not be no feet out, but just in case, I like feet. And I just like a woman to at least have a gym membership. You know what I mean?
She don't have to use it.
She don't have to go every day, but at least, you know what I'm saying? If I say, hey, let's go to the gym, she can go with me. You know, I don't got to pay $10 to get in. You know, getting into the depths of a woman. I love a spiritual woman. I love a woman that with a sense of humor. You know what I mean? Knows how to have fun. Beautiful, but not too serious. You know, that type of thing. And I love a strong woman. You know, a woman that can command the room. You know, if I got to leave and go do something really quick, you know what I'm saying, she can take that same room and run it and control it just as if I wasn't there. So, all that.
Sounds good. So, what does a tank date look like? What kind of things should be like? What do you do on a date?
A date? You know what? I'm so impulsive.
Okay.
Like, there's no telling where we'll end up. You know what I mean? We might end up at an amusement park or on a plane. You know what I mean? I try to plan things out, but at the same time, I kind of like just go with the wind at times. You know what I mean? Like, I just try to, you know, like, how would you feel at this moment? You feel like, no, I'm not feeling it. Let's go do this. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, sometimes you can plan it, and sometimes, you know, it just happens. So I'm for either extreme.
I know we've got to hurry up, so have a quick one. So tell me what's going on with TGT. Obviously, long time coming, but you did it. You guys released the album.
We did it.
Yeah, you did it.
We did it. Those guys are awesome, man. Tyrese Genuine. You know, to be in a group with those guys, I mean, it's definitely a humbling experience, and it's what we pray for. You know what I mean? We started this back in 2007, 2008, and you know, you always, like I said, it's that moment of inception where you have this dream and this thought and this idea that you want to be real so bad. You know what I mean? And so sometimes it just takes time. Sometimes it never happens. But in our case, you know, our prayers were answered, and you know, our dreams once again came true. So when we dropped this album, it was something that we didn't know. We didn't know how bad this album was needed. We didn't know how bad that our union and camaraderie, how much it would affect people that do music and the people that just the consumer alone. So it's been amazing. It's been amazing, and I've been so. I've been excited. I've been surprised a lot, you know, just by the comments and the energy, and you know, the people buying the records and the people still commenting on the records on Twitter and Instagram and all these things. So I can't wait till next year till we come back and we do the actual Three Kings album tour.
Yeah.
And you know, people will have had a chance to listen. You know, they're living with the album now. They're digesting it. They're internalizing it. They're making it a part of their everyday lives, and it's going to be amazing to see how this music works and what happens when all of us come together again next year.
So, and last question. So, 5 albums deep. What's next for you?
Another album. Another album. We're in the works of another album right now. And some more movie stuff, some more television stuff, some scoring, and things like that. And got some artists, so my label is jumping off really cool. Writing and producing for more people. Of course. It's a total tank takeover. This is, you know, everything that that I can do, I do. You know, I work hard at this thing, and I'm not going to let that slow me down. So it's all coming.
Fantastic. Well, I'm Annika. This has been Tank. It's been a pleasure meeting
Pleasure.
you.
Thank you so
And
much.
we'll look forward to the next album.
Absolutely.